the principle? How the leads are recording the electrical activity and how it is calculated in the graph. So what is the principle?
Potential difference between cells.
So
that's
our body has volume, right? Units are there. So the volume conductor. So when you put the electrodes on the surface, so whatever electrical activity is happening in the heart can be taken up by your electrodes and is recorded in the machine, right? So that is the principle of your ECG. Okay. So our body is volume conductor. So electrical activity can be taken up by the electrodes placed over the skin. Okay. So that is how it is recorded. So what are the waves you are seeing there?
Q1
that is complex than
Q1.
Okay. So sometimes U wave also can be seen. Okay. So P wave is because of depolarization. So the graph you have with you, that is conventional 12 lead ECG recording. 12 leads you have. So you have lead 1, 2, 3, then ABR, then the chest lead 1 to lead 6. Okay, so that is conventional 12 lead ECG recording. Okay, so what are the lead leads here? Lead leads कौन सा है? Lead leads is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is also called bipolar leads. So what are the unipolar leads? Unipolar leads are the chest leads and your ABR, and ABR. Okay. So how much should be the normal heart rate? Normal heart rate should range from 60 to 100. So it is less than 60, it's called bradycardia. It's more than 100, it's called tachycardia. So you have the ECG paper with you, right? You have one way to write in your mind. Okay, so you have to write. You have the subject name, then age, date, and time. Have you written all of you? So what subject? The age. So in the observation in your copy, you are going to write the name of the subject, then age, then sex. Okay, then the time also when it was recorded. So it was recorded when it was recorded. So we are going to write this is standard conventional 12 ECG recording of his name. Okay, then 22 years old, done on this date. Okay, at 3:20 p.m. Okay, so which shows. Okay, so these are the headings you have to mention. First, to start with the heart rate. Okay, so recording of heart rate best is your that is rhythm strip or lead 2. You can take any of the lead, but that is lead 2 or that is called rhythm strip. Okay, that is best to calculate the heart rate. So you have to first see the heart rate is regular or not. So if the heart rate is regular, the formula is 300 divided by number of large or big squares. Okay, so in your case how much it is coming? One of you see and tell me कितना आ रहा है? You can take any lead. You have to see from the one R wave to another R wave. That is RR interval. You have to calculate from there. So how many big boxes are there? 3. Then 300 divided by 3. How much? He is having tachycardia. Okay, you count the number of small boxes now. 1500 divided by number of small boxes. 16. So, how much it is coming now? How much it is coming? 60.
No, 16 मतलब how much? 1500 divided by 16 कितना आ रहा है? So if you are counting the number of small boxes, that is more precise. That is more precise. Okay, you can go with the big boxes also, but if you are counting the number of small boxes, that will be more precise. Okay, so you can use any one of the formula. Okay, for the big boxes, it will be 300 divided by the number of big boxes. Okay, then if you are counting the small boxes, it will be 1500 divided by the number of small boxes beats per minute. ठीक है, that will be the heart rate. Okay, so then regularity of the, so are you aware which one is the small boxes and which one is the large boxes? The small boxes, the large boxes divided into 5 into 5. So that is surrounded by the dark lines, right? So your ECG paper is looking like this, right? Your ECG paper. So you can see यहाँ से यहाँ तक, that is surrounded by dark lines. That will be the one large box. So इसके अंदर में जो है, so if you magnify, so that will be your one small box. ठीक है? So are you clear which one is the small box and which one is the large box? So the large box is divided again 5 into 5. So this is the large box taken out from here. Okay, so it is divided into 5 into 5 boxes. Okay, so this is the one of the small box. Okay, so how much is the, so if you see the ECG paper, in the x-axis we have time and y-axis we have voltage or amplitude. Okay, so the one of the big boxes, how much is the time? Or one of the small boxes, it is 0.04 second. Since the speed of the paper is how much? 25. So if you divide into by 60, so it will give you how much is the speed for the one small box, the time. So that is 0.04 second. Okay, so then from the here you can have an idea the small box, how much is the duration for a one small box. So the amplitude will be 0.1 millivolt. That is the amplitude of a one small box. Okay, so one small box duration is 0.04. Okay, the amplitude will be the along the y-axis, that will be 0.1 millivolt. Okay, so you can see there is one inverted U shape in your ECG. Before starting any lead, there is one inverted U shape. So that is called standardization. That is your 10. So what does it mean? 1 millivolt will give you 10 millimeter of amplitude. Okay, so that is the standardized. So this is the one which is used universally for recording the ECG. It can be changed according to the situation. Like if your heart rate is very tall, you can decrease to 5. If your heart rate is coming very small, you can double it to 20. You have seen in the ECG machine there is 10, 5, 20, that settings was there. You can change it, but universally it is done in 10. Okay, that is a standardization. Okay, so you can see, so this is, if you count the number of 5 boxes, big boxes, that is equivalent to 1 second. That is equivalent to 1 second. Okay, so if you count the number of this one around 6 seconds ke liye, there will be 30 boxes. 5 boxes for 1 second. So 6 seconds ke liye there will be 30 boxes. That will be, you have to remember, because that will come when you have to do the heart rate recording if the heart rate is irregular. Okay, for the regular, the formula is this one. If the heart rate is irregular, then you have to go the number of boxes you have to count, then you have to count how many RR, this one is complexes are there, then you have to multiply with 10. Okay, I'll show you. So you are clear how to calculate the heart rate. Till that part you are clear, right? Then rhythm, either it will be regular or irregular. So how do you know it is regular? So if all the waves are coming in a regular interval, right? Suppose you are counting the RR interval. If it's coming in regular interval, So that is the heart rate is regular. So if it is not coming in a regular interval, the duration some is smaller, some are bigger, so that is irregular. Okay. Okay. So sinus rhythm or not. So what do you mean by sinus rhythm? Sinus. So from where the heart rate is coming out? What is the pacemaker cell? That is SA node, right? So that is the, if the heart rate is coming out from the SA node, then it will come to the AV node. So you will look onto the P wave. So that will tell you that is sinus rhythm or not. Okay. So normally every P wave should be followed by one QRS complex. So the normally it should be 1:1. Okay. Normally it should be 1:1. Every P wave should followed by one QRS complex. So that means that the rhythm is sinus rhythm. It is coming out from the SA node. Right, then is giving you the, after that the QRS complex will come. So ratio normally 1:1. So if it's there in your graph, then that is normal sinus rhythm. That means this one is coming from your pacemaker cell, that is from the SA node. Okay. Then we'll come to AV conduction ratio. So what is AV conduction ratio? AV conduction ratio. So that is also the AV conduction ratio is atrioventricular conduction. So one P wave followed by the one QRS complex 1:1. So that is AV conduction ratio. So in your case, I am sure that will be 1:1. Every P wave is followed by one QRS complex. So that is 1:1. Okay. So after you finish the heart rate, then regularity of rhythm, then sinus rhythm or not. Okay. For sinus rhythm, you have to look for the P wave. Okay. Then AV conduction will be P wave followed by the QRS complex. Then morphology, duration and amplitude. So P wave. So how to calculate the duration? So you can take any lead, preferably lead 2. Okay. So you see that duration is P wave how much? How many boxes are there? Just count. देखो So if you see in the lead 2, so you have to count in the P wave, inside the P wave how many boxes are there. Count the number of small boxes. कितना है? 2. So it will be 2 into 0.4. One box is 0.04. So 2 will be 2 into 0.04. So that's how you calculate the duration. And for the amplitude, yes, last, can you understanding what I'm saying? Yes. How to calculate the P wave duration? P wave duration कैसे करते हैं? P wave, one small box का duration कितना है? Small boxes. So how many? You see the ECG lead and देखो how many are there? 2. So it will be 2 into 0.04. So कितना आ रहा है? 0.8 second. 0.08 second. Okay. Sit down. Then amplitude also you have to count. You have to count along the y-axis how many boxes are there. If it is 1, then it will be 1 into 0.1. If it's 2, 1 into 0.2 millivolt. So amplitude you have to write in terms of millivolt and duration will be in terms of second. Okay? So you have to count for all the waves. QRS complex also how many are there you have to count. Okay, T wave. Then okay, what is PR interval? So if you see the ECG graph, so PR interval is the starting of P wave to the beginning of QRS complex. So that is your PR interval. So what is the difference between interval and segment? Interval and segment में क्या difference है? So intervals will be with the waves, and segment is isoelectric line. Okay, so interval it will be, we will be having the waves also. Okay, and segment will be only the isoelectric line, जहाँ पे कोई electrical activities नहीं है. Okay, so PR interval also you have to count how many boxes. So you count, देखो कितना है, how many PR interval. How many? 4. So 4 into 0.04. So it will be coming 0.16. Okay, till 0.2 it is normal. Okay. Okay, so what is T wave? Okay, QRS complex also the amplitude you can count how much total. Okay, how much from the baseline, how much this one boxes it is going. Okay, how many boxes? No, QRS it can be 3 to 5 millivolt boxes, na, the upward amplitude. Okay, so in your case how much is coming? T wave so तुम्हारे यहाँ पे कितना आ रहा है ड्यूरेशन? Three. So it will be 3 into same thing 0.04. Okay. So what is, you know, PR interval? What is QT interval? What is QT interval? Yes. Huh? Okay. So what is QT interval? So QT interval will be from the beginning of QRS complex to the ending of T wave. So that will be QT interval. Okay. So QT interval also you have to count. Okay. So this for interval there is no amplitude, only the duration you will found. For the intervals no amplitude is there, only the duration. Okay. Okay, so this is the PR interval, then QT interval. Okay, okay, then what is J point? What is J point? J point क्या है? J point. So what is the activities यहाँ पे? Why it is straight line? What is the importance of this J point? If there is any elevation, then you are talking about MI, right? So if there is any elevation, so that is your J point. So beyond this point, if there is any elevation, so that is your MI. So if the elevation is more than 1 millimeter, okay, so that is suggestive of your myocardial ischemia. Okay, so that is the, so there is no electrical activity normally, but in case of MI, so because of the electrical activity there is elevation. Okay, so this is the normal values. Okay, for PR interval is this much, then QRS duration, okay, then QT interval 0.4 to 0.43, RR interval 0.6 to 1. Okay, that is the normal values. Okay, so in your case also you are supposed to get within normal range, or little bit one box इधर उधर हो सकता है. Okay. Reading ideally taken from lead 2. You can take from any. Okay, ideally taken from the lead 2. Okay,
How can you explain it?
so you can see there are. So this is the your P wave, right? Then QRS. No, so P wave. Suppose this is your baseline. ये वाला box देखो. So how many small boxes? 1 and 2. Just 2 are there. See inside. So that's how, that is the duration. Okay, so that will be 1 is 0.04, so 2 will be, you just have to multiply with that.
And how about the P and Q segment and P and Q interval.
So it will be starting of P wave. P wave यहाँ से start हो रहा है ना?
हाँ.
Then UT will be here. So you take a scale Q ना? So यहाँ से यहाँ तक ending of. So you just take one scale, or just from this one also you can just roughly see how many boxes are there, right? You just make straight line, okay, from here to here. Then देखो how many boxes are there. You can take with the help of a scale, or just roughly also you can count, right? Then this one also amplitude will be just the, suppose this is the baseline, then from the baseline how many boxes it is the wave is covering, no? So that will be your amplitude, okay? Yes, everyone?
Minute elevations.
Hmm?
Minute elevations. Does he have MI?
No. No. You see, it's supposed to be, they say, more than one. Okay, so it is not even one box. Just thoda sa hi hai. But I think because he was having tachycardia or something, heart rate also increased, no? So it's because of that. Okay?
It needs at least one box.
Yeah, one or two.
One small box.
Two boxes, 2 millimeter. Okay?
लीड का लेना होता है कि कोई भी एक इंडिविजुअल लीड का हमें
You can take any lead, okay, but preferably lead 2 is the best one.
लीड टू
Lead 2. That is called rhythm strip, because they say this is closer to the heart, so that's why that is best one to take. Lead 2. Okay? You can take from any lead, no harm, but lead 2 is the preferable one. Okay? Yes. That is your amplitude. Suppose this is one wave, right? So this will be the baseline, right? The straight one. नीचे में जो होगा that will be your baseline. So you just have to come upwards. How many boxes the wave is there? How many boxes? So
upwards.
yeah, that will be y-axis upwards. Then x-axis is the duration. ऐसे होगा duration 0.1. Okay. Yes. So if you see, if this is the baseline, so I think 1, 2, 3 and a half, or you can say 3 boxes are there. If this is the baseline, just 1, 2, 3. You can see 3 boxes are there.
तीन बॉक्स तक गया उसके बाद हम लोग ऊपर तक गिनेंगे मतलब गिनेंगे ना
From the baseline, you have to count. Okay. So this is the standardization, right? Yeah. You can take this is the baseline, na? From the baseline, you have to count.
बेसलाइन तुम्हारा टाइम पे नहीं चाहिए बेसलाइन टाइम এটা বক্স ঠিক আছে 1 2 3 4 5 এই যে এটা টাইম এর জন্য ঠিক আছে
Time or duration.
ड्यूरेशन আর এটা में
That will be your amplitude. That will be in millivolt. Okay.
मिलीवोल्ट মানে কত কারেন্ট যায় না
So this is divided into 5 into 5, no? Suppose for this small box, if you magnify here, so that will be 0.04 second, and in the x-axis it will be 0.1 millivolt. So that will be your amplitude, and it will be your time or duration. ठीक है?
मेरा तरह गेचो ये वेव पे जो है सेटा में कैलकुलेट होगा
Just you have to count the number of boxes, how many it is occupying, the wave, how many boxes, then multiply into 0.04. Okay. For this one, if you start from here, so this will be the baseline, no? Eta baseline hoga na? So from the baseline, you have to count upwards. How many, no? So if you take this one, the baseline, then how many boxes? 1, 2, I think around 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no? I think 5 hobe. So will be 5 into.
তুমি যে বলছিলে যে পয়েন্টটা এটা হচ্ছে এসটি সেগমেন্টের এলিভেশনটা কিভাবে বুঝবে
এটা যেখানে তোমার এটা শেষ হয়েছে কি বলে এটা হচ্ছে কি এটা পি ওয়েভ দেন কিউ আর এস না এস তো এখানে এটা সাপোজ টু বি স্ট্রেট লাইন দেন টি ওয়েভ শুড স্টার্ট না সো বাট এখানে একটু আছে বাট আই থিংক বিকজ অফ হিজ ট্যাকিকার্ডিয়া নো হার্ট রেট ইজ ইনক্রিজড
না ও এভাবে
Okay, so the wave duration and amplitude you are clear, right? How to count? Then we'll go to progression of R waves in precordial leads. So you see in lead precordial leads means the chest leads. So V1 and V2 how the R wave is, just see and tell me. V1 and V2 the R wave. See the R wave. So, how is the R wave in V1 and V2? Is it positive or negative? Positive. So, normally it should be positive in V1, V2. Then V3 and V4. R wave.
আর কি পজিটিভ হবে না নেগেটিভ হবে?
Normally it should be positive.
এটা কি মানে ম্যাক্সিমাম নিচে না
No. This is lead 2. I told you to look in the V1 and V2. Because precordial means chest leads, no? So this one. So you have to piece this one. Q R S. So R is positive here. V1, V2 also positive, right? Then in V3, so positive. Okay. Actually, positive will be upward deflection. Niche, the down one is a negative deflection. Okay. Because your QRS, that one is biphasic wave. Okay.
আর ওয়ে নিচে रहता है ऊपर चला जाता है मैम एवीआर जो है आठটা নিচে আছে এটা কি না
That is how this one electrical potential is going on now. So kisi mein it should be negative. Depending on if the heart normal axis deviation, depending on that also it will be different in some individuals. Okay.
एवीआर इट्स नेगेटिव
Negative. So that is depend on how the electrical activity is going. Is it going to the positive? That you know about the dipole. What is dipole, right? So you have to understand the concept of dipole. Okay. So the progression of R wave in precordial leads. So you have to see all the 6 chest leads, and you have to comment are the R wave is positive or biphasic or negative. So from V1 to V6, you have to comment on the R wave. Okay? Biphasic matlab positive also, negative also. Both side is going. Okay? Positive and negative. So basically your QRS is also a biphasic wave. So it has a positive deflection as well as negative deflection. Okay? Okay, so the next point is cardiac axis. So how to calculate the cardiac axis? Vector कैसे करते हैं?
अगर लीड की तरफ आ रहा है तो
Positive, yes. So which lead you have to take consideration into? Lead 1, 3 or ABF. Okay. So you see here. So mean electrical axis of the heart. So normally it should be normal axis deviation. How much is the value?
1.
Normal axis deviation minus 32 110. That is normal axis deviation, right? So minus 32 110, that is normal axis deviation. If it's going negative more than the minus 30, that is left axis deviation. Okay, if it's more than 110 more positive, that is right axis deviation. Okay, so and in some cases it is extreme axis deviation also, but that is very rare. So normal axis is between minus 30 to 110 plus 110, that is normal axis deviation. Okay, so how we are going to find out? You have to see the lead 1, 3 and ABF. So देखो how is the arrangement? Is it positive or negative? হ্যাঁ তুমি দেখেও বার করতে পারো এখানে দেখে। That is called rough estimation. Then with drawing also you can do. So you look for the lead 1, okay? One, 3. So in lead 1, okay, in lead 1 if it's positive and lead 3 also it is positive, that is called normal axis deviation, okay. And in lead 1 you can take either lead 3 or lead AVF, okay, lead 1 and lead 3 or lead AVF. Then in lead 1 if it is positive and lead 3 or AVF it is negative, that is called left axis deviation. And here if this is negative and if this is positive, that will be right axis deviation, okay. So that is comes along with the vector only. So what is Ethiopian triangle? So that will be lead 1,
1, 2 plus 3 equal to 0.
then this will be lead 2, lead 3, right? So you can look, lead 1 is, you know Ethiopian triangle, right? Ethiopian triangle. So this will be your lead 1, okay, then lead 2 and that is lead 3. In between lead 2 and lead 1 we have AVR, okay, then we have AVF, okay. So in lead 1 if it's coming towards you, that is positive, then lead, you take either lead 3, so lead 3 also coming towards you, that is positive, so that will be your normal axis deviation. And then if it's going away, okay, that will be negative, okay, then towards means positive. So depending on this, there will be left axis or right axis deviation. That is called rough estimation also. You can just find out from looking the lead also, okay. There is another, okay, you first find out from there, what is yours, normal? Show me your paper. So both are positive, okay, so that will be lead 1 also positive, 3 also positive, okay. So you can see both are positive, so that will be normal axis deviation, okay. So in average people, okay, normal axis deviation. So in mean, if you find out if you take all of us and if you find out the mean, so majority it might be around 60 degree plus 60 degree, okay. So normally it should be minus 32 plus 110. So if you have to find out the accurate one, then you have to go with this method. How much angle, if you want to find out the exact angle, so you have to go with this method. So how you go, you see the lead 1, देखो lead 1 में QRS complex देखो, lead 1 QRS complex. QRS complex में you have to find out how much is the positive deflection, how much is the negative deflection. So see in this case, so in lead 1, that is one example. So in case the values might be different in your paper, okay. So in case the R wave, that is your positive deflection, that is plus 16. Then Q, that is a negative deflection, that is minus 2.5. So the sum will be plus 13.5. So they have, that is a vector they have drawn, okay. So from the center they will be going plus 13 here, okay, along the lead 1. Okay, then lead 3 में देखो R wave that is plus 14. That is just one example. So in your case you have to count how much is the positive deflection, how much is the negative deflection. Then you have to find out the sum. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है? That is just example. In your case you count how many are there. That is just example. तुम्हारे यहाँ पे लीड 2 नहीं है?
है लीड 2 है।
I told you to see lead 1 and lead 3. Lead 3. Okay. So
लीड 1
so you go to QRS complex. ये वाला है ना QRS complex. So from the baseline positive कितना है, negative कितना है? देखो positive how many? 1 2 3 4. Then negative is 1 2 3 4. So it's coming 0. Okay. Then lead 3 पे this is positive. Negative little bit is there, that is 1. So how many positive देखो?
41 माइनस करके 45
That is 5 6 7 8 9 10 around 10. So it will be plus 9 because negative is around 1 box. So plus 9. So along the 1 may that is 0. So it will be in the 0 in the center. Then in the this one along the 3 may. So you have to go along the lead 3. Lead 3 may that is around plus 9. Nah? So you count till 9. Okay. Then you have to interconnect. Actually it can be done using any leads actually. If you know the vector how it is, then it can be done in any. You can take lead 1 also, 2 also, any 2 leads you can take. Okay, 1 also can be taken, 1 2, then 2 3 also can be taken. So after you find out, then you have to draw a straight line जो जहाँ पे connected कर रहा है, interconnected हो रहा है. So यहाँ पे देखो, so you draw, there is plus 13.5 go straight line, then plus 9 straight line. So यहाँ पे ये दोनों को interconnected करते हुए from the center you have to draw one line. ठीक है? Degree, you know this one ना, this will be 0 degrees. So if you come towards like this though, the degree. So यहाँ पे in this case it is 58. So from here you have to count. Or if you can't understand that one, then go with that method. That one, just right. Okay. If you want the exact one, you can go with this method. Okay. Yes. बुझा जाच्छे? That is, you can take actually any lead, not only 1 and 3. You can take 2, 3 also. You can take 1 and ABF also. You can take. You can take any 2 leads. Okay. Then you just have to draw according to the vector. जिस line पे है, then वहाँ पे for that you need graph paper. Okay. Graph paper में draw करना है. Okay. So after you found this one, then draw straight line. Then from the center again interconnected करते हुए जहाँ पे interconnected करेगा ये दोनों. Okay. So for this one straight line यहाँ पे, then plus 9 again go. Then from the center interconnected करते this दोनों junction को. Then from the center that will be 0 angle. From यहाँ से यहाँ तक that will be 58 degree. So then the interconnected line. So that will be the exact degree. Okay. So are you clear how to calculate this one axis? Yes, cardiac axis. Okay, then signs of ischemic changes. So यहाँ पे you have to see the ST segment. ST segment, is there any elevation? In your case, ST segment. Yes, this one ST segment elevation for signs of ischemic changes. Is there any little bit is there? How much? How much? So if it's less than 2 millimeter, okay, then that is not a sign of MI. ठीक है? Less than 2 millimeter. Yes. If the amplitude, if it's less than 2 millimeter, then that is not sign of MI. Okay? Yes, amplitude. Up from the baseline, how much up it is going? So that also, any lead, that also depends. See all the leads. If you found in particular leads, that will be depending on there are lateral leads are there, inferior leads are there, then anterior leads are there. So if you are finding that particular change in that lead, so that will be related to that anterior MI or lateral MI. So you have to go through all the leads. Okay? So what are the lateral leads? Lateral leads कौन सा है? ना. Lateral is B5, B6, and then AB, ABL. Okay. Then inferior.
ABF 1,
3. Yes. Then this one anterior. Anterior V1 to V4. Okay. So signs of ischemic changes, you have to see all the leads. Scan on the leads. Is there any ST elevation? Okay. If there any ST elevation, then you have to comment on that. If not, then say there is no ischemic changes found in any one of the lead. Okay. Then signs of LVH is left ventricular hypertrophy. So for that, which lead you are going to see? Left ventricular hypertrophy. We are going to see lead. No, V1 and that will be your V1 and V6. S wave in V1 and R wave in V6. देखो, S wave in V1 and R in V6. R in V6, then S in V1. If it is more than 3.5 millivolt, then that is left ventricular hypertrophy. Okay. So कौन सा lead देखना है? S wave in V1, R wave in V6. That is for left ventricular hypertrophy. Okay. So what are you going to comment? Is there any signs of left ventricular hypertrophy? So you have to find, is there any tall R wave or deep S wave? Okay. Left ventricular hypertrophy. So are you clear about all the points? Okay. So this one you have to write in your copy. This will be the sequence. Okay. So you have to count. What you have to do? You have to take one A4 size paper. Okay. Then paste all the leads separate करके in the leads you make 12 leads, no? So you can make it 4, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, then AVR, ABF, ABL, then V1, V2, V3, then 4, 5, 6. So you can take one A4 size paper, then you can cut it and paste it in a A4 size paper. Then you can Xerox it, then you can circulate among yourself. Okay? So that way you can paste in one page, right? So this one you're going to cut it and paste it. Okay, in blank paper, A4 size paper. Lead 1, 2, 3 first, then AVR, ABF, ABL, B1, B2, B3, then last में 4, 5, 6. ठीक है? And if you have rhythm strip, you can draw it in the last. If you have lead 2. Okay? So you're going to paste it and Xerox it, then you have to circulate among yourself, then you have to calculate from there only. ठीक है? Okay, for your group. Okay?
How do you see the sign of LVH?
LVH is left ventricular hypertrophy, na? So you have to see S wave. Is there any deep S wave is there? Okay. So which one is the S wave?
This is a V1 in V1, right? Right to V1.
This is V. Which one is it? V1. Okay. So V1 you look for the S wave. This is P, Q, R, S. So is it? You have to see is it deep. So normally this is normal. So you have to know how much is the normal. Okay. So they say if it's more than 3.5. So it can be a sign of
3.5 big square.
millivolt. Yeah, 3 squares, 3.5 squares, or more than 4. Okay. R wave in V6. That also you have to count the amplitude. How much is the amplitude? Okay.
Of
That also same thing. More than 3.5. You look in the book. How much is it written? Okay. कितना होना चाहिए normally? Okay everyone. So you know how to calculate the heart rate if the rhythm is regular. What if the rhythm is irregular? Then how we are going to calculate? So there is one formula for that. Okay, so if the heart rate is irregular, then you have to, okay, listen everyone. If the heart rate is irregular, then you are going to rely on the rhythm strip, that is your lead 2. So, if you are seeing that the patient ka heart rate is irregular, then you are going to record a long lead 2. That will be around 30 large squares, or you can take till 60 squares. Okay, 30 large squares, the number of big boxes are 30. Okay, so you have to count how many complexes are there in the 30 large squares. QRS complexes, how many are there? Okay, so after you found that, that will be equivalent to 6 seconds. 30 large squares will be equivalent to 6 seconds. So if you have to count for 1 minute, then into 10. Okay, everyone clear? Right? So you have to count the number of complexes in the 30 big squares. Okay, so after you found that, that will be equivalent to your 6 seconds. Because I told you in the beginning also, 5 is equivalent to 1 second. So 6 second के लिए 30 boxes होगा, right? 5 into 6, 30 boxes. So 6 seconds, how much you complexes you found? Then you multiply into 10. That will give you the heart rate in 1 minute. If the heart rate is irregular. Okay? Okay? So that is also coming because the speed is 25 millimeter. The ECG paper, the speed is 25 millimeter. So if it is again this one, more or less, the calculation will be again different. Okay? So this is for the normal heart rate. Okay? Then this is the one how they calculate for the irregular. Okay, irregular heart rate for the 30 big boxes. How many complexes? That will be your QRS complex. You have to count. So for this, there are 5 complexes, right? Yes. Everyone listening, right? So for this, यहाँ पे for the 30 second, okay, so there are this one how many? 5 complexes are there. So into 10. So that will give you for 1 minute. So that is 50 beats per minute. Okay. So you have to count the number of complexes. Okay. If the heart rate is irregular for 6 seconds or large 30 squares. 6 seconds is equivalent to third large squares. Okay. So what is heart block? Heart block क्या है? Heart block. So it can be this one, first degree, second degree heart block might be there. So that also you can find out from the ECG. Okay. So for the first degree heart block, so suppose you can look over here. So for the first degree heart block, so the involves the PR interval, it will be prolonged. PR interval will be prolonged, that is more than 200 millisecond. Okay. 200 millisecond or 0.2 millisecond you can say, right? Millisecond. Then divided by 100 कितना होगा? That will comes in second ना? 0.2. So if it's prolonged, then that is your first degree heart block. So you have to look into the PR interval. Okay, how much is the PR interval to find out the heart block? Okay, so if it is prolonged and the prolongation is same for all the this one waves, that will be first degree heart block. Okay. Then for the second, that is also called Mobis type 1 or Mobis type 1 or Wakeback. Okay, so for this one, there will be PR interval will be slowly increasing in each of the subsequent waves, and there will be dropped QRS complex. One QRS complex will be missing. So that will be Mobis type 1. Okay, so the PR interval will be prolonging in each of the subsequent waves, and there will be this one drop of one QRS complex. So that will be Mobis type 1 or secondary heart block. Okay. Then this one you can see there is one P wave absent, right? Then what is second degree Mobis type 2? So in this case, if the PR interval is fixed but there is dropped beats, so it can be drop beats 2:1, 3:1, then 4:1. So you can see there are drop beats, right? So that will be Mobis type 2. So it is a ratio. It can be the ratio will be 2 QRS is missing, or in some case 3 QRS is missing. Like the drop beats will be there. So that will be second degree Mobis type 2. Okay. So what is tertiary? Tertiary is complete heart block. Okay. So it will be, there will be complete atrial and ventricular activity. So there will be no correlation at all. It will be very haphazard. There will be so missing P wave also might not be there. Then QRS also absent. So it will be like that. Okay. In complete heart block, there is complete dissociation. There is no communication between the atria and the ventricle. That is complete heart block. Okay. So you have to know what is hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia, that is, there will be tall T waves will be there. That will be hyperkalemia. So you know the normal, so you study the abnormal. Okay, it will be there in your OSCE. Okay, you have to study MI. Okay, then heart block, then hyperkalemia. Okay, those three at least. Okay, so now so this part you are clear, right? So now we'll have a discussion. So one group you stay here, one group go to the research lab, one to the hematology, and one group to the clinical lab. Jao.
There is a part of the current which is flowing in this direction and also in this direction. So what happens is, so if you stand at lead 1, QRS complex will be, current is coming towards the positive. If you stand at lead 3, then also positive. So both positive. So this is normal. Now left axis deviation means it is more towards the left. So instead of this is the orientation. It is because of disease, left axis deviation. So if you split this current, so part of it here, part of it here. So if you stand at lead 1 positive and A3 current is going away.
Negative.
This is left axis deviation. Right axis means beyond 100 degrees. Minus 30 तक normal है, plus 100 तक it's normal. So beyond 100 degrees, that is right axis. Here. So if you split this current,
lead one negative.
one way it will get negative and three positive. So this is orientation to the. This is a working formula. Now you tell me. Negative, right? Predominant negative.
Yes.
And if it is, yes, in this case, it is not very clear. So if the QRS complex is not very clear whether it is largely positive or negative, so individual complexes waves you have to calculate. So for Q wave, how many negative things are there are S. So if it is not very clear, you have to count individual boxes and see whether it is overall positive or negative. Last one is last question. Principal, are you able to see?
Yes.
So what is the criteria for LVH? R in V6 and S in V1. The amplitude, count the amplitude. S in V1. How many large boxes can you see? 1, 2, 3 large boxes and 4 small. 19. R in V6.
1, 2, 3, and 3.
18. So 19 plus 18 is 37. So if it is more than 35, then ventricular hypertrophy, left ventricular hypertrophy is present. So what will be your comment on this?
Yes.
Yes, present as per voltage criteria. Okay. So the next one is this. So this is showing some ischemic changes. So where do you find? What are the sequence of ischemic changes? First change that you see in MI is tall T wave. Tall T wave. Then second thing happens is ST segment changes. Then what happens is it evolves further. Ischemia becomes an infarction. So these changes disappear, and then a pathological Q, deep Q wave, and a T inversion. These things happen. So now these are the spectrum of changes. You see whether any spectrum, in which one is it present? So AVR may it is an expected thing. AVR is looking at that from which direction?
AVR
From R.
minus 150 degrees.
Which one? Which direction? Yes. So all of this is expectedly the negative waves are expected here.
V5.
V2. This is V2. V2. You can see tall T waves here. Then this one also 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is
Anterior wall.
anterior wall. Anterior wall ischemia. ठीक है? So
Heart rate.
yes.
बताओ.
लीड 2 में अलग इंटरवल के बीच में लार्ज स्क्वायर
जो लार्ज स्क्वायर है.
कितने हैं? 300 डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर.
Perfect. अब can you tell me about the inferior wall leads कौन से हैं?
Inferior
एंटीरियर मतलब लीड AVF, लीड 2
and
लीड 3.
Lead 3. Very good. अगर तुम देखो lead 2, lead 3 and AVF में कोई changes तुमको दिख रहा है क्या? बताओ.
ST wave elevation.
ST wave elevation है. ST segment होता है. ST segment elevation है. ठीक है? If there is ST segment elevation, तो that is MI. ठीक है? ST segment elevated MI. ठीक है? नॉन ST segment elevation और ST segment elevation में क्या change? क्या difference? ST elevation मतलब transmural ischemia. और अगर नॉन ST है तो that is एंडोकार्डियल. ठीक है? म्यूरल नहीं है. ठीक है? ट्रांसम्यूरल में ST एलिवेटेड होता है. ठीक है? याद रहेगा. तो यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. हाँ, ये दिखेगा एग्जाम में तो बता पाओगे ना. हाँ, इंफीरियर वॉल लीड्स अगर दिखेगा बता पाओगे ना. हाँ, दिस इज ST एलिवेटेड. ठीक है? चलो.
irregular.
তো কিভাবে করবে? If it's
Correct.
irregular, then how going to
So 30 box.
30
Oh, 30.
so you see the rhythm street, that is there is a long two that is recorded, that is more than 30 boxes are there. Okay, so 30 boxes.
প্রথম তো 30টা গুনতে হবে।
Okay, you start from here. 30 boxes.
1 2
3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 24 25 26 27
Oh, sorry, sorry.
So here to here.
2
So
3
কতগুলো how many complexes are there?
8
So
18 then
8 into
80
10, 80. So it will be understood. जैसे कि you have to count the 30 large boxes में कितना complexes are there. So complexes, QRS complexes, how many? 10 into 10. So that will give you 1 minute. Okay. Then calculate the PR interval and state its significance. So how going to count the PR interval? PR interval?
পিয়ার মানে মোর দেন যদি 0.20 সেকেন্ড হয় তাহলে ডিস্টার্ব আছে।
তাহলে disturb key. What is that disturb? That is suggestive of your heart block.
হার্ড ব্লক
PR interval. So
ডিগ্রি ফার্স্ট ডিগ্রি।
so which degree it is you find out? Is it first degree, second degree, or third degree? So first degree, the PR interval prolongation will be fixed. But यहाँ पे fix नहीं है. That is getting prolonged in the subsequent beats. So that will be second degree heart
Heart.
block. That will be Morbis type 1. Okay. So PR interval significance, you have to count the number of boxes. If it's more than 200 millisecond or 0.20 millisecond, so that will be suggestive of your heart block. Okay. Then comment on the state of AB conduction in the patient. So that is getting delayed, right? AB
AB
conduction, AB delay is there. So that is suggestive of Morbis type 1.
টাইপ 2 হ্যাঁ
Type 1.
ও টাইপ
Type 1. There's PR interval is getting prolonged, right? So that will be type
Type 1.
Type 1. Okay.
Range is how much? Range of course is minus 32 plus 100. So if I split this one into two parts, vector, this is the direction lead 1, AVF, lead 3. So if in lead 1 also current is coming towards the lead, so QRS will be positive. 3 also coming towards it. So normal axis is like this. Suppose it is left axis. So what will happen? You split it again. ऐसे दो components के भी हैं. Lead 1 will be positive. Lead 3 current is going away, so negative. And right axis means it is like this. So lead 1, if you split like this, lead 1 current is going away, and in 3 or AVF current is coming towards, so positive. So now you tell me which one. So this is lead 1, this is lead 3. One lead is positive, and lead 3 is negative. This is which one? Left axis deviation. This you should remember. Next question is presence of LVH. So what is the criteria?
Boxes between V1 and V6.
V1. How much count? 7 large boxes. How much you count here? 4 कहाँ है? This is 3, 18. 15 plus 3, 18. And here 3 plus 3 again here. 18. 18 plus 18 is 36. So 35 millimeter. Small box के round से 35 mm से ज़्यादा होगा, है ना? If you take large box का हिसाब कर लो तो 35. तो criteria is same 35 mm से ज़्यादा. It is present. Here this is a graph, so it shows ischemic changes. So ischemic changes, which valves do you find ischemic change? Ischemic change, which are the changes you find?
Sir, prolonged.
The first change is a tall T wave. So this is the normal. This is a normal one. The earliest change in ischemia is a tall T wave. Subsequently, as it progresses, ST segment elevation or depression, ST segment change. Now, after this, if the person responds to treatment, it will stop. Otherwise, it will progress. And when it progresses, these things will disappear. And now you will have a pathological cue. deep Q wave, and a T inversion. So these are the changes which happen. Now here, which changes do you find? What about this leads? T wave is normal. ये normal है? Isn't it? Tall? Elevation नहीं है, tall T है ना? So the earliest change is this. And which leads do you see this? V2 में है, V3, V4, V5, V6 में not much, but it's here also. So which wall of the heart is this? Precordial leads, V2, V3, V4, V5. Which lead? Which wall? Anterior wall. Ischemia. Alright. So this is ischemic change. When it becomes severe and the cells die, it becomes infarct. So that's why, because we're still finding these changes, we're calling it anterior wall ischemia. If infarction के signs appear करते, we'll call it anterior wall infarction.